Welcome to the Designer Getting Started video. In this video we will show you how to create a simple 3D solid model. During this video, a left click will be shown as a red circle while a right click will be shown as a yellow crosshair. This will help you visualize the clicks that are needed in Designer. This part will start out as a solid cube. From the Solids tab at the top, click on Cuboid. In the Options panel, set the creation method to select 3 points. For the application point, select Center of Rectangle. To place the cube, left-click the base of the trihedron in the graphics area. This will place the center of the cube. Now drag the mouse out and up. You will see a rectangle appear with dimension boxes. One of the fields will be highlighted blue. Type in 140 and hit the Tab key. Enter 140 in the second box and hit Enter. A 140 by 140 rectangle will be drawn, and now you can enter in the height of the cube. Type in 30 and hit Enter. You now have a cube that will be the start of our solid model. Right-click to exit the command. Please note that it may take 2 or 3 clicks to exit the command completely. Now we can use the Blends command to put some radii on the corners of the cube. In the Filters and Selection options, make sure Single Edge and Multi-Select are selected. Pick the 4 corners of the cube. Then type in the value for the radius in the Radius field. We will enter 50, then right-click in the graphics area. We can change individual radii values by activating the Set Different Values checkbox. Now we see the individual values in the graphics area. Click on one of the values and change it. We will set it to 15 and hit Enter to confirm. Set the opposite corner to 15 as well. Then right-click to confirm and right-click again to close the command. Now we will create an offset to hollow out the part. From the Solids menu, select the Offset command. Select the part and right-click to confirm. In the Options menu, we will select Hollow and set the distance to 4. This will create an offset to hollow out the part, leaving the walls 4 mils thick. We don't want the top to be offset, so we will activate the Select Pierced Face option, then pick the top of the block. Right-click to confirm and right-click to close the command. The part is now hollowed out with 4 mm thick walls all around. Now we need to adjust the bottom surface to change the thickness. To do this, select the Move command on the Solids tab. Pick the surface we want to move and right-click to confirm. Select the Measurement menu from the label. Select Use Ruler Dimension from the Context menu. Select a point on the top face of the solid. Enter 15 in the modifier for the measurement. Sometimes it becomes difficult to activate the modifier field. To resolve this, just move the mouse off of the part completely. The modifier field is now editable. Right-click to confirm, then right-click to close the command. Now we can put a boss in 2 of the corners. From the Solids menu, select the Cylinder command. Use the Select 3 Points creation method, and for the Boolean operation, use the Unite option. Pick the center of the radius for the first point, the end point of the radius for the second point, then a point on the bottom edge for the third point. Right-click to confirm, then repeat the process in the opposite corner. Right-click to close the command. We can add a rib to bisect the part. From the Solids menu, click on Cuboid. Use the Select 3 Points creation method, the center of rectangle for the application point, and unite for the Boolean operation. We will use special snap points to place the cuboid in the center of the part at the top face. Hold your cursor at the midpoint of the large radius for a second or two, but don't click. You will see the snap point change color. When you move the mouse away, you will see a red dot. Do the same thing in the opposite corner. Now move the mouse back towards the first radius you picked, and you will see a construction line. Slide up this construction line until you find the midpoint, then left-click to place the center of the cuboid. Drag your mouse off of the placement point and enter in the dimensions for the rib. We will make the rib 8 wide by 180 long, then right-click. You can use the Z rotation handle to rotate the rib into place. If you can't rotate to the exact value you want, you can enter the correct value in the modifier. Left-click and hold on the small green arrow. Drag it down to control the height of the rib. Right-click to confirm, then right-click to close the command. The rib is too long and needs to be trimmed. From the Solids menu, select Remove Face. The operation will be set to Remove and Heal. Select all the faces of the rib that stick out past the radius. You can do this by boxing or selecting the surfaces individually. Once the surfaces are selected, right-click to confirm the command. Repeat the process for the other end of the rib. Right-click to close the command. Now we will put some holes through the bosses. We can use the cylinder command on the Solids menu. Creation method will be by select 3 points, and the Boolean operation will be subtract. To make picking easier, use the circle center filter. Pick the center of the boss and right-click. In the parameter fields, enter 8 for the radius and -5 for the height. Right-click to confirm. Repeat this process to create a 4.25 radius hole through the part. Right-click to close the command. Now we can copy the feature to the other side. Select Translate Feature from the Solid menu. The translation mode will be point-to-point, and the options will be Copy Pattern. Select all the faces that make up the feature and right-click to confirm. Pick the center point of the feature as the reference point and the center of the boss as the destination point. Right-click to confirm, then right-click to close the command. Let's put some fillets inside the part. Select the Blends command from the Solids menu. We will use the Edges Away from Face filter to make this simpler. Set the radius value to 6. Select the bottom face of each pocket. Right-click to confirm. Then right-click to close the command. Now we will finish the part with some chamfers. Select the chamfer command from the Solids menu. Use the Single Edge filter. Set the first distance to 1. Pick the edges of the through holes. Change the selection filter to Edges of Face, then pick the top and bottom faces. Right-click to confirm, then right-click to close the command. You have completed making a solid part in Designer. As always, we hope you found this Getting Started video helpful and would like to encourage you to explore all the features Designer has to offer.